Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Please like and subscribe. Today we're going to be looking at the cities of Inzoi. I haven't seen too much breakdown of this, and I'm really looking forward to giving us a deep dive into that. Let's look into it. So the first place we're going to look at is Dowon, and you also can see here we have Bliss Bay, but we're going to focus on Dowon. And I'm really curious about this map. I want to get into that really quick before I get into Dowon. I just wanted to tell you that's where our start will be at with Dowon. I'm really intrigued by this world globe. It looks like it's going to be a lot of other countries we're going to be able to visit, and that is something that I will get into later. Let's focus for now on Dowon. So here is an ideal map of what Dowon will look like once you get into Inzoi. You will have different parts of the map where you're going to want to go. Just as with all the great games like GTA and other games, you'll be able to map it out and then follow. Just like I've shown some gameplay before. I think this here is a really good, and I just love how they do the map with all the details and everything. Again, these little things are what are going to set apart this game, and I'm just enjoying as I find out more and more. But Dowon is really going to be the hub of Inzoi, and basically the downtown version, the major capital version of South Korea, which is where the dev team is from. So here you see here, we have a screenshot of what Dowon will be looking like per se. As you can see, it's going to be a very modernized city where K-pop and all the latest trends and everything that you think of that goes with South Korea and its major hubs for either tourism or for entertainment or for people living. This is kind of what you're going to get. You see in the background here these high skyscrapers mixed with some more traditional landscapes and buildings. What strikes me already is the color and the attention to detail that they're having here. From what my understanding is, they want it to be a very active city. They want it to be bursting with things to do and all different kind of things. So this screenshot gets me excited. I am curious to get into all these little areas and see what there is to offer. I think this here is a great screenshot to really get a feel of that. And like when I was looking at it, I'm like, wow. So you can see the dev team is trying to mix some of the more modernized South Korea with a bit of the traditional, which as you can see with all the tall building, I guess you want to call them skyscrapers, I believe, right? And it's just so apparent it's a lot of active business going on over there. And then you kind of peel back as you get closer to the more that has more of a zoom in feel of the photos here. You kind of can sense that, okay, this here is the more maybe traditional part, maybe the more rural part per se, if you want to say that. So yeah, that's something I have definitely noticed when I was looking at the screenshots here of the two contrasts with the two areas, and that's something to look forward to and to travel to for sure. Here's another screenshot of Dowon. As I said, it's going to be the downtown hub, basically the their version of the major area of, say, a Dowon. I think it's a really good idea to have that. One of the things I have noticed with that screenshot, which I really like, as you can see here, they have a lot of different things going on. You can already see the different shops. I'm curious if you can walk into every shop and kind of get its own vibe of what that shop is going to feel like. So this here is a really intriguing part here of the game that I cannot wait to dive into. Here's another overview shot of what Dowon will look like. It's going to be a really bursting city, as I said in the first screenshot. I showed you the more, I guess, traditional part of Dowon, the city, and here is a more close-up of the more modernized, busy, heavy hustle type of fun activity area. And it's just going to be really cool and interesting to travel to both and see the contrast. And honestly, I cannot wait to see Dowon. Now, here again is Bliss Bay. This here will be basically the San Francisco, USA version of the game where you can travel to. As we saw this bit of video when we first came in to the video, here is the screenshot. Now, this here was a really good screenshot because I thought it gave a very Americanized, modernized view of what I guess San Francisco to them looks like. A very certain areas of San Francisco, a lot of sun, trees, places to go eat, places to go shop, whole lot of things to do. I also love the cars, as you know. I really enjoy the car aspect of the game and how they're including it in a lot of screenshots. The game is going to be bursting with life, that's for sure. Here's another screenshot of Bliss Bay. I think the park is going to be a really big feature here, as I've seen a lot of gameplay and screenshots focus on the park. I cannot wait to explore every nook and cranny of it when it's in its final form, when the game gets into early access release at the end of March. And I really like all the structures. I love the lighting. That will be big here, the lighting, to make sure everything is properly done right. This is a live simulation game, so they have to get the lighting correct. That is crucial. I'm really looking forward to how they do all that, but the screenshots are giving me great promise, and I love the boardwalk view. Now, there's been talks of what are other cities to come in Inzoi. They've never talked about this one. It's been kind of hinted at what it's going to be, but there will be amazing cultural base areas of Inzoi that will bring you into what South Korea and what the dev team really wants to showcase with certain traditions, and I think it is a great idea. They haven't talked about it much. It's kind of been all under wraps, but this is a sneak peek of kind of what some of the areas will look like. We'll be able to visit, be able to be involved with. Can't wait. Here's another screenshot that looks really good, that is going to be amazing to explore the area, to see exactly what life is going on, what kind of activities you can do. That is something I'm just so curious with, and just how they're going to get all that to work is, probably one of my biggest things to play with the game. I can't wait to see how to get it all together. One of the things I've become fascinated with this game is the way that they're able to interact with their fans as they're building the game. So this here is a very I guess, one of the few secrets left that the game has to offer. And I'm really looking forward to see how they mix in the traditional culture of South Korea with the more modernized areas. Here is another screenshot of a secret city that they haven't talked about yet. That will be available to us once the game starts. I'm really loving the screenshots here. This gives almost a little bit of like a cyberpunk feel, I guess, look to the game at night. Oh my god, the game will probably look so beautiful at night, especially with all the lighting and everything. It's probably going to be a what they call that, like a screenshot galore. Just you're going to be able to have so many screenshots with this game, with the lighting, everything else. I'm curious how they place it. Will you be able to go to these cities right as the game you begin, or will you have to get to a certain level? So I'm curious how all that will work. Now, what's really been on the wraps is, what will the DLCs look like? What will the expansions look like? Because the word is the expansions will be Europe. The expansions will be in other parts of the world. So I think that big globe that we saw earlier, it's going to be a lot of places that we can travel. I think even China may also be on there, but definitely places of Europe will be in the expansions. That has been a shocking thing. As you see here, this gives a very, like, I don't know, like a London vibe or some type of Europe city vibe. And this here is going to be amazing once they really get expansions going, and once they get all the funding from everyone buying the game in early access and they can dive more into the game. It looks like we're going to be traveling all over the globe in this game, and it's going to make I keep telling y'all, this game is going to have so much replayability. It is staggering. Here's another screenshot again that gives more of a different country feel. This definitely does not feel like it's South Korea, at least based on what the other thing that they have shown. This here is really cool. Again, since the game is going to be so interactive, where you can drive and you'll have a job and you'll have a family and all this traveling, it's going to be just that life thing where you're traveling with family and driving, how that work with your finances and everything like that. It's just the game is so exciting. The game just breeds life into us as gamers, because we just can't wait to dive into it. I'm curious what city this will be. This could be, again, a city that they plan to introduce for their Europe expansion. This is going to be mind-blowing, because I don't think a lot of people are talking about this part, where there's going to be cities of Europe and other ones. Man, it's getting crazy with this. Let's see one more. Yeah, so this here gives a over-the-top view of one of the expansion cities. Once they bring that to us in the game, you can see the level of detail. I mean, this game is amazing. This dev team is amazing, and you really look at it already. I'm curious which city this will be. Will it be one of the Europe cities? Will this be one of the other cities that they plan to introduce? But it's amazing that basically this game has so much to come that we don't even know, and we already got so much to do when the game comes out. We got so much to do that when you mention expansion, you're like, expansion? I mean, again, replayability with this game is going to be through the roof. I personally cannot wait. I'm very excited. Man, expansion to Europe and other USA countries. Cities. Wow, just wow. I wanted to end it with the beautiful video of Bliss Bay again. And I hope all of you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll be back with the next one soon.